Welcome to Philly Feud. I'm the referee of today's matchup. Let's meet our competition. Here is Team Blue.
Hi, we're the Fralinger String Band. My name's Nick, and next to me, my teammates are George, Dan, and Joe. And we really want to win, but we've won 9 out of 11 parades, so we're not going to feel too bad if we lose.
Philadelphia is known to be a tough city. Let's meet Team Red.
My name's Nick Magenta. We're members of the Polish American String Band, the pride of Port Richmond. Beside me, I have Rob, Kevin, Mark, and we don't care about the outcome of today either because we have 11 first prizes of our own.
We're in search for a team that knows the most about Philly.
Philly Feud is brought to you by Chickies and Pete's, the #1 sports bar in America, home of fan-friendly fun and famous food. Visit chickiesandpete's.com for locations. And by Sugar House Casino. Philly loves a winner.
And now, let's welcome our ringmaster, Mike Missinelli.
This is a special edition of Philly Feud. Now we have two legendary Philadelphia string bands here to compete. Every year, they battle during Mummers Day Parade. They're ready to bring their passion right here on the Feud tonight. In the blue corner, we have the Fralinger String Band. They took first place in the Mummers Day Parade last year. Let's give it a hand for the Fralinger String Band. And trying to strut their stuff in the red corner, the Polish American String Band. They're always in the top 10. Oh, they got a cheering section here. All right, now we know these guys are excellent performers. They can strut their stuff, but let's see who knows the most about Philly sports, history, and traditions. The teams will face off in 4 rounds, guessing the top answers to poll questions and lists about Philadelphia. Correct answers are worth 10 points. Incorrect answers gives your opponent a shot at the board, and we'll go back and forth until all team members make an attempt or until the board is filled. All right, Sigourney, the Mummers, you love them. I know, you love the Mummers.
I do.
You were talking to these guys before. You're figuring out who's going to win this. Who do you like right here, right now, Fralinger or Polish American?
Well, you did say that Fralinger, they did win at the parade, so I'm wondering if they're going to be able to hold on to first place here. We'll have to see.
All right, the Polish American guys, though, they look cocky.
I know. They did have some
can
words
tell.
to say
There's
before
something
this,
special
so...
going on over here tonight. I don't know what it is. But this round is brought to you by a Sugar House Casino. Philly loves a winner. Let's bring up our first people. Nick McCann, and from the red corner, Nick Magenta right over here, all right? Now, the team that wins this round will receive a $50 play card provided by Sugar House Casino, but no one goes away empty-handed because the other team will receive a $25 play card. All right, here is question 1. Are we ready? We asked 76 Philadelphians, because we like to ask 76 Philadelphians, if you could bring back one Philadelphia Flyer, who would you choose? All right, that was Nick. Oh. Nick goes Bobby Clark. Bobby Clark's got to be on the board. Is he 1 or 2? He's number 2 on the board. All right, Nick, you've got control. You can sweep this. Top 5 answers. Which Flyer would you bring back?
Bernie Perron.
Bernie Perron has to be the number 1 answer. He is the number 1 answer. All righty, Nick. Look at this. You got the edge here. They're scared over there. The pregame favorite. You got them on the run.
All right. Rick McLeish.
Rick McLeish. Yes, Rick McLeish. Let's see if Rick is on the board. Not on the board. No Rick McLeish. All right, Nick. It's your board now.
Eric Lindros.
Eric Lindros. Eric Lindros on the board. Yes, Eric Lindros is on the board. Number 3. All right, you've got 2 left.
Ron Hextall.
Ron Hextall, is he on the board? Yes, he is. Number 4. Current assistant general manager. Last one. Do you have him, Nick?
John LeClaire.
John LeClaire. That's a very good answer. But it's not on the board. All right. We go over to George. George, you got a confident look in your eye, George. Look at him. He's got this going. Go ahead, George.
Pelly Lindbergh.
Pelly Lindbergh. Pelly Lindbergh on the board. He is not on the board. They didn't go goalie here. We have 1 left. Rob, you got him?
Billy Barber.
Billy Barber, Hall of Famer. Billy Barber should be up there, right? Sorry, not on the board, Rob. All right, there's 1 left. All right, Danny, from the Fralinger let's go, Dan. Let's get the 5th one.
Tim Kerr.
Tim Kerr, another great answer. Is Tim Kerr on the board? Not on the board.
Mark Howe.
Mark Howe. That's pretty good. You guys like that answer? Not on the board. Sorry. All right. Move over to Joe.
Rod Brindamore.
Rod Brindamore. It's a good answer. But it's not on the board. All right, Mark, last chance for the Polish American String Band.
I'm going to have to go number 8, Dave Schultz. The Hammer.
Dave Schultz is the hammer on the board. Yes, sir. Dave Schultz is on the board. Polish American String Band. A great rally. We go to Sigourney for the score. Sigourney.
Well, Fralinger put 20 points on the board, but the Polish American String Band has 30 points, so they are in the lead.
All righty, a slight lead for the Polish American String Band. We come back, we'll get to know our two teams of string bands right here in the Philly Feud. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Chicky and Pete's has been recognized as the best sports bar in North America. We couldn't have done it without you, our loyal fans. You know, the Philadelphia sports fan wears their heart on their sleeve and has the enthusiasm like no other city in America. So at this time, we'd like to thank you for supporting your teams and supporting us at Chicky and Pete's, making us #1. Come down to Chicky and Pete's at Packer Avenue and see the trophy for being the #1 sports bar in North America. We'll see you here at Chicky and Pete's.
And welcome back to the Philly Feud. We are live from Play 2 of Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. You know, if you want to try out or come to a taping of the show, just visit our website, phillyfeud.com, for details. We have a score of Polish American String Band 30 and the Fralinger String Band 20 right here as we go into round 2. Just one little note for the Polish American String Band. The proprietor of Chickies and Pete's, Pete Cherokee, is a member of the Polish American String Band. But he declined to be on the team because of the appearance of impropriety. If the Polish American team won, he thought the Fralinger people would think it's fixed. But he's a good man, and I'll buy a couple of cheesesteaks after. All right, it is time now to introduce our two teams. We'll start with Team Blue, the Fralinger String Band. We have our captain. The captain is Nick McCann. He is a high school math teacher. He lives in New Jersey with his wife and daughter, and his favorite sporting event is NASCAR. All right, we move over. To his right, we have George Beatty. He owns a law firm at 22nd and Locust. He led the negotiations with the city to save the Mummers Parade in 2009, and in 2012, he ran for Congress in Pennsylvania's 7th District. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, George Beatty. To his right, we have Dan Marikowski, a mummer for 44 years. He was an embryo as a mummer, for crying out loud. He's formerly a member of the Polish American. He crossed over. He just celebrated his 26th anniversary with Fralinger. He works for PNC Bank. He performed with the String Band All-Star Band on a Bacon Brothers CD. And he's played some tour dates with Kevin and Michael Bacon. Here he is, Mr. Musician.
Thank you very much.
And to his right, the final member of the Fralinger String Band, Joe Antel, works for the City of Philadelphia Records and Mapping Department, plays the sax and drums. He's an avid poker player. He hit a baseball just inches foul over Vet Stadium's left field wall at age 13. The next pitch, he grounded into a double play. Now, we introduce the members of Team Red, the Polish American String Band, led by their captain, Captain Nick Magenta. He's a very young captain, 25 years old, member for 13 years, second year as captain. He's a computer specialist for Temple University Physicians. He has 8 family members in the band, father, brother, cousins, uncle, grandfather. A little drinking by the family that day or what? All right, beautiful. Nick, thanks for being with us. To your left, Rob Carroll. He joined the Polish American Band this year. He plays saxophone, tenor, and alto. He works as a musician and a historian. He portrays Ben Franklin. You see, he got the hair going, the whole thing. Look at him, beautiful. What did they do? Recruit you as a musician from a band or something?
No, I just decided that's what I wanted to do.
Oh, you like these guys better than these guys?
Yeah, I do.
All right, I can see why. All right, to your left, we have Kevin Sullivan. He's 28 years old. He joined the Polish American this year. He plays banjo. He works as Director of Service Delivery at Extium, the local cloud hosting company. Kevin, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. And to his left, Mark Wakowski joined the Polish American Band in 1991. He plays upright bass. Bass. Yeah, he plays a fish.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
There you go. A little Polish American String Band humor. He plays the bass, ladies and gentlemen, the upright bass. An electrical technician for Delaware River Port Authority. His nickname is Wacko. And boy, is this.
Totally misunderstood.
Yeah, I bet your mom's proud about that, yeah. Mark. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, question 2. Let's bring the second members of our team. We bring up George and we bring up Rob. It is time to get round 2 started. All right, here we go. We looked at Wikipedia and confirmed that these are the first 5 songs that come up with Philadelphia in the title. All right, we got George.
Philadelphia Freedom.
Philadelphia Freedom. Elton John's song is number 2 on the list. Philadelphia Freedom. All right, George, go ahead. George is out. All right, time's up. All right, Rob.
I got what George got.
That was it?
How much time I got? Let's see.
You got about 5 seconds. Yeah, he's looking to help too. All right, you're out too. All right, let's move over to Dan. Dan, you look like you know what you're talking about here. All right, give me a song with Philadelphia in the title.
Streets of Philadelphia.
The Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen. Number 1 answer. Good job, Danny. All right, you got 3 more to go.
Philadelphia Bandstand.
Philadelphia Bandstand. Bandstand. Da, da, da. Not on the list. Sorry about that. All right, we move over to Kevin. All right, Kevin. Song with Philadelphia in the title.
The Sound of Philadelphia?
The Sound of Philadelphia. That's pretty good. But that is not on the board. This is actually a very difficult question. And Joe, you look completely out of it. Be honest with you.
Streets was my answer.
He's got nothing. That's it. That ends the round. So let's see what we have here. Number 3, we have Philadelphia by Neil Young. Sailing to Philadelphia by Mark Knopfler. Got that? All right. And finally, number 5 is Goodbye Philadelphia by Peter Cincotti. That's Pete Chiraki's cousin, I think. He did it.
Well, the Polish American String Band still have 30 points on the board, and Fralinger actually just took the lead. They have 40 points.
Uh-oh. Fralinger has taken the lead. We got a couple really good sports questions coming up. We'll question about entertainment in Philadelphia. More of this exciting competition between the Philly String Bands right here in the Philly Feud. Come on back. Sellout crowd here at Chickies and Pete's Play 2. Welcome back to the Philly Feud. And we've got the Fralinger String Band against the Polish American String Band. A little mummers matchup here. So let's bring up round 3 contestants, Dan Marakowski and Kevin Sullivan. Come on up, guys. I like it. A little camaraderie, a little handshake. Dan, you look like you're ready. Kevin, you look like you're a little nervous.
I'm ready.
All right, you ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right, here's the question. It's an entertainment question. Name the only 4 singers or groups to sell out Lincoln Financial Field. Dan. Sell out Lincoln Financial Field. 4 acts have sold it out. Musical acts. Who do you got? All right, you're out. We move over to Kevin. Kevin?
U2.
U2. Did U2 sell out Lincoln Financial Field? Yes, U2. Number 3. All right, Kevin. 3 more to go.
Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. Did Springsteen sell out Lincoln? Yes, he did. Number 4. U2, Bruce Springsteen. Missing the top 2 answers here, Kevin.
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw. He went country. That's a great guess. Is it up there? Not up there. All right, we move over to Joe.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney. Is Kenny Chesney up there? Yes! Kenny Chesney sold out Lincoln Financial Field.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. Did they ever play Lincoln Financial Field? Let's see if Pearl Jam is not up there. All right, move over to Mark. All right, there you have Mark.
Billy Joel?
Billy Joel. Did Billy Joel ever sell out Lincoln Financial Field? Not up there. Billy Joel is not up there. All right.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Let's see if the ex-Beatle is up there. Not up there. All right. He is not up there. Only 4 singers or groups sold out Lincoln Financial Field. There's only 1 left.
Elton John.
Elton John. Is Elton John on the board? Elton John is not on the board. All right, George, who do you have?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Is Taylor Swift on the board? She is on the board. And women all over Chickies and Pete's are groaning about Taylor Swift. I don't know what it is with her. All right, so there you go. Fralinger strikes big in round 3. Sigourney, what is our updated score?
Well, the Polish Americans still have 50 points on the board, but Fralinger is in the lead. They have 60 points.
It is 60 to 50. And we come back, we'll have round 4. It is a sports question. They'll probably decide who wins the Philly feud. Come on back. Welcome back. We're here at Play 2 Chickies and Pete's, and it's round 4 of the Philly feud. String bands from Port Richmond and South Philadelphia. And just a programming note, there was a guess of Billy Joel selling at Lincoln Financial Field. Pretty good guess, because he sold out Citizens Bank Ballpark, which is more than what the Phillies are doing these days. All right, that was a cheap shot. All right, Sigourney, what is our score?
Well, Fralinger is in the lead with 60 points, but it's not over for Polish American. They still have 50 points, so they have a chance.
All righty, let's bring up our 4th contestants from round 4, Joe Antel and Mark Wachowski. All right, Mark. There it is, a little handshake. Question 4 is a sports question, so you guys should be all over this. Meditate, Joe. Close your eyes. That's it. All right, get a little vibe going. How about you, Wacko?
Ready.
All right. According to Phillies.com, name the top 5 Phillies in games played. All right, that was Mark.
I'm sorry. Greg Luzinski.
Greg Luzinski. Is he on the board? He's not on the board. Sorry, Mark.
Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins. He's got to be there. Jimmy Rollins is number 2. Jimmy Rollins. All right, Joe.
Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt's got to be number 1 on the board, right? Yes, he is number 1 on the board. All right, Joe, 3 more.
Richie Ashburn.
Richie Ashburn. Is he on the board? Certainly he's on the board. Number 3. Joe, you're on a roll.
Chase Utley.
Chase Utley. Is Chase Utley on the board? He is not on the board. No Chase Utley.
Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard. No, he leads the DL list, but he's not on games played. He is not on the board. We move over to Nick. All right, Nick.
Larry Boa.
Larry Boa. Is Larry Boa on the board? Yep, number 4. All righty, Nick. You can whitewash them with one more answer. Do you have it up your sleeve? Games played.
Darren Dalton.
Darren Dalton. A very good guess. Not on the board. All right. All right, Rob. All right, Rob. You've run out of time. You said Mike Lieberthal?
Yeah.
I'll save you. He's not on the board. All right, George. You got 1 left.
Harry Walker.
Huh?
Harry Walker from the 1930s and 40s and stuff like that.
Harry Walker?
Yeah.
Harry Walker. He's not on the board, so sorry, George. All right, Kevin. Actually, it's not that hard. If you know your old school Phillies, not that hard. Kev, what do you got?
Steve Carlton.
Steve Carlton. Of course, he pitched every game for the Phillies. No, he is not on the board, Kevin. All right, we move over to Dan.
Granny Hamner.
Granny Hamner. Is Granny Hamner on the board? Granny Hamner is not on the board. All righty. That concludes the round. Let's see who number 5 is. Number 5 is Tony Taylor, the old second baseman for your fighting Phils. All right, Sigourney, what do we have here? Fralinger makes a big move here.
Fralingers, they just took the lead. They have 100 points on the board.
Uh-oh. They have doubled the score, 100 to 50. But, you know, when we come back, we've got the lightning round where anybody can catch up. So come on back and join us on the Philly Feud. Welcome back to the Philly Feud. We're here at Play 2 Chickies and Pete's. It is time for the lightning round. Now, here's the way it works. Your designated player will have 1 minute to give your team clues about 10 items related to Philadelphia. You cannot say any part of the name, place, or thing, or I'll buzz you out. Each correct answer is worth 20 points. And this round will determine the winners of the Philly Feud. So let's bring up the team that's behind, and that is the Polish American String Band right now. They are trailing 100 to 50. We have Kevin going to give the clues. All right, here we go. Here is the Polish American String Band, and here are your clues. Go.
Former mayor. Rizzo.
John Street, correct.
Neighborhood Broad Street performers. Specific group.
Comics.
Specific group. More specific. More specific. Instrument players.
String bands. Musicians. Mummers.
Pass that, man. Go on to the next one.
Pound cake. Port Richmond.
Stocks makers.
Stocks is correct. 30
Type
seconds left.
of mummers group.
String band. Comics.
Comics is correct.
Downtown Big Street. Owner of this fine establishment.
Pizza.
Other neighbor. Bridesburg.
Forco.
10 seconds.
Aqua.
Aqua's correct.
Not the highway, but the thing next to it. Water.
River.
That's it. Your time is up. Time is up. All right, Scorny. 20 points for each correct question. How many did they get?
So that put them at 150 points.
All right. Now you guys know the rules. You have 1 minute to get all of these. You don't need that many. You only need 3 to win it. All righty? You ready to go? Okay. Starting now, Joe. Go.
Former PA Senator.
Bob Casey's correct.
Former Philadelphia Mayor.
John Street.
Popular with the city.
Rizzo.
Keep going.
Bill Green.
Bill Green.
Bill
Michael
Off the
Nutter.
Parade.
Michael Nutter.
No,
Ed
Avenue of the
Rendell.
Arts.
Ed Rendell, the sixth choice.
My former band.
Avalon.
Oh, and so you said band. You said band. It's disqualified.
9th Street. What's it known as?
Italian Market's correct. And that is the third answer. And the Fralinger String Band has won it. On the Philly Feud, winners of today's show receive gift cards to Chickies and Pete's and Ventresca's the men's store. They also get certificates for a full detail at Franklin Auto Spa in Fraser. We'll see you next time as we search for who knows the most about Philadelphia right here on the Philly Feud.
Promotional consideration for Philly Feud provided by Sugar House Casino, Philly Loves a Winner, and by Ventresca Limited, the men's store in Doylestown, and by Greater Philadelphia Tourism. Visit us online at visitphilly.com.